EB-5 is a visa program that allows people to apply for permanent resident status and obtain a green card based upon an investment and the creation of 10 jobs. There are actually two EB-5 programs. One is called the Regional Center Program, which is run by developers and financiers who pool a lot of capital together, for example, to build a hotel. The other is the Direct Program, which allows an investor to create their own business, such as a restaurant, and also create 10 jobs. After your investment advisor and you decide on the investment, I can walk you through the visa process step by step. Usually it begins by the investor deciding on how and where the investment should be, and while that decision is being made and researched, we help document the lawful source of funds so that the application can be filed as soon as the project is ready and the funds have been documented as coming from a legal source. After the investment is made, the immigration application called a Form I-526 is filed with the government with documentation about the project and the source and path of funds to the project. After the 526 is decided, a person can then make an application for permanent resident status, whereupon security checks are completed. Usually the 526 application is decided in about 18 to 20 months. Some a little faster, some a little slower. One becomes a conditional resident, which is valid for 2 years. And then one submits an application called an 829 to prove that the investment has been maintained and that 10 jobs have been created at the project in which the individual invested. After the 829 is decided, a final green card is issued. It is valid for 10 years, although permanent resident status is permanent. And usually a few months later, one is eligible to apply for citizenship, called naturalization, if one decides to do so, but it is not required. My webpage, aboutvisas.com, has a step-by-step flowchart that takes the investor through the EB-5 process. There is always risk when one makes an investment, and of course there can be no guarantee for approval of an EB-5 green card. After the investor and the business advisor decide on the project in which the investment is made, 2 stacks of documents are gathered. One about the project to show that it will be successful and the jobs will be created, and the other stack about the lawful source of funds and the path of funds from the investor to the project. The project documents almost always include a detailed business plan and other financial information. The source of funds documents usually include 5 years of tax returns, bank records, and often gifts from mom and dad. We've represented EB-5 investors from at least 40 countries, and each country has their own culture and types of business and banking documents, and they can vary substantially. We're very experienced in helping our clients document the lawful source and path of funds. For most people, it takes about 2 to 2.5 years from filing the 526 petition until one immigrates to the United States. For people from China or Vietnam, it takes substantially longer, and soon for people from India, there'll be waiting times for visa numbers. There are usually 2. The first is the project has to demonstrate it will create at least 10 jobs for the investor using their capital. And the second is proving the lawful source and the path of funds from the investor to the project. The project and the source of funds have to be well documented. EB-5 applications can be quite complex. Our motto is to keep it simple for faster processing. There have been proposals to substantially increase the investment amount. One proposal would increase the investment amount to at least $1.3 million. So we're encouraging people who are interested in the EB-5 program to invest now and lock in at the $500,000 level. We're very experienced with EB-5 cases. We represent people from all over the world. Our staff is fluent in Mandarin, Cantonese, and Vietnamese, and we also have capability in Spanish. We listen to our clients' needs, and we talk with them and walk them through the process step by step. The EB-5 process is a great way to immigrate to the United States. One can enjoy retirement, go to school, start their own business, or work in the United States once one becomes a permanent resident, a green card holder. It also allows one's family to immigrate altogether.